So it is 5:05. I'm about to head down to the lobby and head out for today at Tesla. I wasn't able to get my normal workout in and stuff like that. Just hit snooze too many times. So tonight when I get ready for bed, I have to put the phone on a different shelf or something. Now I have to get up in order to turn off the alarm. That'll help, just get out of bed, and once you're out of bed, you did the worst part. So that's the plan, but gonna head out right now and start the day. Time to rock and roll. All right, got a package. All right, so long day, done, 12-hour shift. Had pretty good day, pretty adventurous day. We got a Tesla in place of our rental car. So we're not paying for a rental car, so we saved the company by using one of our vehicle mileage accumulation vehicles. So it's like a test vehicle that we could just run up the miles on. So went to do that, but there was a little miscommunication on who got which car, and we ended up rolling out with a car assigned to someone else, which was pretty funny. It was all good in the end, but we did a switcheroo halfway through the trip, so that was pretty funny. But right now I am going to look through some of the Tesla benefits and look up some information on pet insurance, because I need help paying for all the medical bills for Gatsby. Gatsby is not doing too great right now, so I'm gonna see if there's any options through Tesla. I know Tesla has incredible human benefits. I've heard that they have pet insurance, but I don't know if your dog has to be healthy in order to, apply. I don't know how that works. So I'm gonna look into that right now, take a shower and go to bed. So later, see you all tomorrow. All right, so another important thing is I had something shipped to the hotel, because here in Austin, Texas, it is super humid. I'm not used to it, so I had to upgrade my boxers. So I got some long boxers that don't rise up, with like compression legs or whatever, that are supposed to help with the friction of being in this humid climate. So I thought that was pretty funny, but things that you learn being in a hot and humid area. So out of sheer desperation, I went to Lululemon on one of my walks, and bought some way overpriced boxers. I think it was $40 a pair. Absolutely ridiculous. And I got these on Amazon, these 3 pairs for $20. Still pretty expensive, but if it works, like the Lululemon ones are heaven, absolute heaven. If these are anywhere near as good, it's a win. And now I know for future when I travel to hot and humid areas. But I thought that was pretty funny. The things that you learn, prepare and invest in quality and comfort, because it matters, because being in pain sucks. But yeah, so I'm logging into the VPN to start looking up the stuff for Gatsby. And like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to find, but this morning I wasn't able to get up at the time I wanted to, so I didn't have a good video experience. We'll see. I might even just restart this video, I don't know, but just depending on how tired I am, because I need to make sure I'm rested so that I can perform tomorrow. That's the important part. But if I do record more, there'll be more. And if I don't, will be the end. And I'll pick up tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm having trouble too with my iPhone with it transferring the videos, because I was doing it like yesterday's video didn't upload because the resolution was just too high, and transferring it was giving me all sorts of trouble. So this time I'm trying to do it on my GoPro, see if that works any better, but we'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, I gotta concentrate on this, so peace. Okay, so I did kind of overlook something that I wanted to talk about. I said that I would talk about some of the people that inspire me. And I was looking on my phone and I did see one of my favorite videos of Gary V. I think it was on Instagram. It was like one of the Instagram reels. They cut up the video. It's on YouTube, but it's one of the hot wing challenges and the hot ones episodes with Gary V. And what I love about this video is it's a perfect demonstration of just how strong your mind can be. So despite eating some of the world's hottest wings, Gary V went into it saying mind over matter. And he's so mentally strong that he, ate 1 wing, 2 wings, 3 wings, started to panic a bit, and he's like, whew, I'm worried about the rest because these are hot. But then he continues, and he cleaned the wings to the bone, and to the admiration of the staff. He could just see the staff, have never seen anyone fully commit like this. And he's able to articulate what he wants to convey, that message that he is trying to give to, his audience. He never even falters. And I really admire that, because if you've ever eaten anything really, really spicy, your mind goes into panic mode, to where you don't care about anything. You don't care about snot running down your nose. You don't care about what people are gonna think. You just want the pain to stop. And for him to just eat every single wing, add more sauce. He does the last dab with extra, and he eats every little bit. And he's able to continue his conversation with so much tact and control. I really admire that that's something that I try to build in myself, and to varying degrees of success. But this is kind of like what I do. I like to observe and admire others and try to emulate those good qualities. And when you're finding people to emulate, it's really important to not just fully emulate someone, because there's good qualities and bad qualities. This is something I learned early on from a pastor, actually, who told me that he growing up, he didn't really like his father. He didn't look up to his father. And he was like, I'm not going to be anything like my father. And I think he said that his father was very abusive and very easily angered, and he would resort to violence. So just a very abusive physically and emotionally person. And so he vowed never to be like him. And he said that he got what he wanted. He is not violent. He is not, easily angered. But, he, by being, I don't know what the word is, but by not being accurate with what he was putting out into the universe, he attracted to himself, a reality where he's nothing like his father. the bad qualities are good to abstain from, but his father did have good qualities. Like he said that his father knew where every penny went. He was incredibly good with the finances. So by him saying, I don't want to be anything like my father, he ended up being terrible at finances because he didn't want to be anything like his father. So when you're looking for someone to emulate, just be careful, because it goes both ways. You know, the people that you look up to may not be 100% awesome. So try to pick, you know, those qualities and try to emulate the qualities of the people that you look up to. And, you know, try to emulate the qualities of the people that you may not be looking up to, because even they have qualities. You know, omit the character traits that you don't want. But, you know, it's a nice challenge to try to see the good in everybody. So, you know, that's just something that, you know, I try to think about a lot. You know, my father's one of the hardest workers I've ever met. He is a very loving father, you know, and I owe so much of who I am today to you know, some of his character traits that I've adopted. But he is very antisocial. And so I try to be a very hard worker, be industrious, and know that anything is possible. But I allow myself to get out there more, socialize more, and enjoy, you know, people's company. My mother is kind of the opposite of my father. She doesn't hold a job very often, and she hasn't in her life very often. She has for spells, but that's about it. So not the hardest worker, track record speaking, but you know, she's one of the most charismatic people that you can meet. So, you know, I try to take that charisma. She's a great conversationalist. You know, I remember growing up, she would say that we could tear up a conversation like a couple lines with, you know, a piece of meat, you know, and just the way the conversations could go any direction was really cool. So, you know, I'm not just adopting one parent's characteristics fully or omitting one parent's characteristics fully. You know, you have to try to take the good from all of it and, you know, apply that to yourself, and that's who you are. And no one's perfect. So, you know, my children will, you know, hopefully try to take the good and, you know, build on, you know, the negative traits. So, you know, just something to think about. So today's person is just a little conversation on Gary V, just for his mental fortitude and just his mind over matter and his consistency. He is very consistent with just being an awesome, ambitious, you know, human. And despite being a little rough around the edges, he is truly an optimist. He's a realist, but he still is so excited. He's so excited to be a human right now in this time, because it's such a good time to be a human. There's so much opportunity. I mean, we if you take a step back, we're living like a fantasy world. Like, there's so many aspects of the day-to-day that we may overlook that's truly miracles happening. If someone from 10 years ago, if someone from 20 years ago would see the things that we see today, their minds would be blown. Yet we're bored of these things, which is a testament to the human condition. We're always looking for more. That's a whole other topic, but yeah, so just a little food for thought. I wanted to get back on track. Today I got a little off with, all started by not waking up at a good time. So I have to, you could always, win the round. So here talking about, some of the people that inspire me and a little food for thought. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tonight I am going to put my phone on the opposite side of the bedroom, so I have to get out of bed to turn off the alarm. It's a trick that I've employed many times in the past, and it works, because once you're up, you're up. So, all right, peace and love.